What's up, Dog Squad? And today we are going to be doing another science experiment. And if you want to follow along, make sure you have eye protection, hand protection, and what we're going to be doing is we are going to be creating that cool green glow thingy that you see on other videos, but with a twist. And that twist is going to be that you get to choose when it works and you get to choose when it doesn't. And I'm going to explain to you why it does work at the end of the experiment. So, what you're going to need is a UV light. You're going to need a container that has 80 milliliters or more. Mine holds 100 milliliters, so. And you're going to need some SON. You're going to need some sodium hydrogen sulfate. You're going to need, and the other thing you're going to need is sodium carbonate. So you're going to need this big spoon, which is equivalent to 1 milliliter if you don't have it. So I pre-moved the first few steps. But what you're going to do is you're going to want to fill your container with water. And you're going to fill it with 80 milliliters of water. It doesn't matter what temperature, just 80 milliliters of water. So then you're going to add 3 drops of SON and you're going to mix it. I already did those steps, so really it's all set up from here. So if I turn off the lights and I shine this UV light on it, it's going to show that cool green thingy. So I'm going to turn off the lights and I'm going to turn on the flash. Look at that.
That thing is cool.
The green. You got the green. So now, if you add a big spoon of sodium hydrogen sulfate, which again is about 1 milliliter, you'll see alright, let's do this so it doesn't get on the table. So if you put that in and you shake it around, make those chemicals react, and you shine it again, you'll see it doesn't work anymore. Oh man. But the good thing is you can make it work again. Yay. Alright. All you need to do is add another big spoon of sodium carbonate this time. And I'm going to tell you why this works at the end of when this experiment ends. So, if you put the chemical in and you shake it around again, you will see that it glows again. So, I'm going to turn on the lights now, and I'm going to tell you why. And the bird that was just shown, we got a bird. My sister did. She's spectating right now because she wants to see the experiments.
Guys.
So she got a bird. The name is Cinnamon. So.
Come back to the video.
So yeah. So, like I was going to say, the reason why this works. Well, SON is it basically lets hydrogen ions run free, which shows that glowing green. And this sodium hydrogen sulfate, what it does is it binds the the hydrogen ions with the SON, which means there's no more hydrogen ions running free, which means there's no glow. But if you add the sodium carbonate to that mixture, it will rip the hydrogen ions off the bonding of the SON and the hydrogen ions, which means there is hydrogen ions running free, which means you do see that glow. So that's why this works. So basically, SON is actually a pH detector, because it doesn't work in acidic environments, but it does work in neutral or basic environments, which is why it worked with the water when I didn't add anything in. So that's it for the experiment. If you want to try it at home, go ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Dog Squad out.